Cartoon Obsession. Hello everybody, my name is Nathan, and I am the man with a cartoon obsession. I hope you've all been doing fine with everything that's been going on in the world lately, and I hope I'll be able to give you an escape by talking about cartoons. Although today's topic is a little more broad, but I'll try to keep it geared toward cartoons the best I can. Now with that, let's get into today's discussion on cartoon piracy. I'm sure you're all familiar with the concept of piracy and what it's all about. Well, yes, but that's a different type of piracy, although that theme makes a great idea for a thumbnail. Anyway, if you're unfamiliar with piracy, it's the unauthorized use or reproduction of another's work. Of course, cartoons and anime are affected by this, but a lot of mediums get pirated. Music, video games, books, movies, TV shows, computer programs, basically anything available in a digital format. I'm mainly going to be talking about it in the world of animation, but this discussion can be used for any of these mediums for the most part. I'll start this off by saying that I'm not going to try and preach to you all that piracy is bad and you shouldn't do it and you wouldn't steal a car, you wouldn't steal a purse, blah blah blah. Have I pirated anything before? 100% yes. I'm sure we all have at one point or another. I'm not trying to condone it and say that it's right, because after all it is illegal, it just isn't at the top of the list of priorities for the FBI, but that's a whole other discussion. Anyway, let's get into cartoon piracy specifically. There's quite a market for it considering all the different websites there are. I'm not going to name any, by the way. If you want to look for any of them, I'll leave that up to you, but there are a lot of them out there. They're all backed by ads and or donations, and they have massive libraries of cartoons, anime, animated movies, and whatever else you can think of relating to the medium. It's not always ideal to watch shows in this manner for several reasons. You'll be bombarded by ads, if you're not careful your computer could get a virus, and not to mention video quality on those sites can vary greatly. There are also torrents that people upload for others to download. They could rip them from these other sites, or they could rip them from DVD or Blu-ray releases. This is also a little risky because, again, if you're not careful, you could run into a virus. As far as that goes, there are people who upload series and movies to video sharing sites like YouTube and Dailymotion without consent of the content owner. While watching cartoons in this manner is convenient, there is a big pro and a big con to it besides what I've already mentioned. The big negative is the fact that the creators of these works obviously don't profit from you watching them this way. They're not the ones distributing it, so they make no money off of the ad revenue or donations the websites take in. That can hurt an artist or animator because that could take hundreds or thousands of dollars away from them, if not more. You could always argue that it wouldn't make as much of a difference for the creators of bigger series like South Park or The Simpsons, but as for smaller teams, it could make or break them. However, with this in mind, networks or the creators of the shows themselves should push for their work to be available to the public, whether it be on streaming services, their own websites, or YouTube channels, or home releases. This brings me to the big positive of cartoon piracy in my opinion, and that's the preservation of these works. So many animated series, shorts, specials, and movies get lost in the shuffle, and there are a lot of pieces of media that were found by people on the internet. You can go check out Blame It on George for more information on that. He has several videos detailing lost media, and I highly recommend them if you're not familiar with his work already. Anyway, like I was saying, there are a lot of works that just get tossed aside by the networks, and they don't want to touch them again for one reason or another. Sometimes those works are still owned by the network, so the creators can't even upload them to their own websites, and when that happens, the material is lost. That's why piracy is good for keeping those works alive, and also sometimes you can find rips from the original broadcast or a rerun, and you also get old commercials or network bumpers, and I personally love that kind of stuff. Now of course, it would be fantastic if the creators were getting paid for this distribution of their work. I'm not the biggest fan of that aspect of it, but purely for the aspect of keeping cartoons from getting lost in the ether, I think piracy is a good method, at least until we can get to a point where it'll be easier for these works to be more readily available to the masses. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but I'm still an avid fan of physical media. I love collecting DVDs and things of that nature, and there are so many cartoons I would love to see get a complete home release, such as Ed, Edd n Eddy or Regular Show, which only have select seasons out, or a Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go, which to my knowledge only had DVDs included with the toys, and I'm pretty sure they only came with one episode. There are plenty of bootlegs out there, which is another form of piracy, but they usually overcharge for them and the quality can also be questionable. so that would be up to your own discretion if you wanted to go that route. I will say anime is far superior as far as home releases go, because a solid majority of anime end up having some sort of complete physical release. As for cartoons, there are plenty of them out there, but they're not nearly as widespread. Streaming services are also an option, and more of them seem to be popping up all the time, but they're always removing shows, so there's no guarantee that your favorite series will be on Netflix or Hulu forever. Anyway, at the end of the day, I'm not going to tell you not to pirate cartoons or anything for that matter. Number one, that would be hypocritical of me, since I, as well as I'm sure nearly everybody else who owns a computer, has pirated at least once. And two, it's your life. You live it the way you want to. I just made this video to inform you a little, and of course, to give you my stance on the topic. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you have any other cartoons, anime, or other animated works that you want me to talk about in the future, please let me know. After all, it's not my channel, it's our channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and feel free to check out my social media pages, audition for an outro, and join the official Cartoon Obsession Discord, the links for all of which are in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
Greetings, my villainous viewers. It is I, Black Hat, and it almost hurts to say it. And thank you for watching Cartoon Obsession.